music then. I am
Screw
live
the
on Facebook.
music.
Um, and my music doesn't seem to be playing as typical as me being back for you hear that? Can you hear that?
I can hear you clear.
Oh,
You're
okay.
clear. Yeah. Go ahead and have
Screw,
fun.
screw the intro. It's
Screw
time to
the
have some
intro.
fun. Welcome, everybody. I am back after a long 2 month. Let me tell you, going nuts. 2 months and watching political explosion happen. These morons lining up and down in Texas voting. They're a half a mile outside the thing. Don't these people realize it doesn't matter who you vote for? I mean, they got Bernie Sanders in the lead, a socialist motherfucker that wants to destroy America, and he wants to make America like Russia. And oh yeah, so let's vote for him, Mr. Socialist. And then you have Michael Bloomberg, the billionaire that has spent more money than everybody else trying to get the job. And um, it's ridiculous. And they're going to fight over it. And then you watch, it'll be Joe Biden. That ancient 80-year-old man is going to try to go up against Trump, and Trump will Twitter him to death, and it'll be the shortest election, and Trump will be our president for one simple fact. The flyover states will vote for Trump because they have money in their pockets. He's got a program out there for helping farmers. Cotton growers are making money, and you got just everything. We can afford to live for once. I'm telling you, I have so much information from the last 2 months. I don't even know where to begin. So, as per usual, hello, I am Thomas Fry. I am your host. This is Blue Collar Politics. And let me fill you in on the studio build. I'm at the new house. You can see in the camera, I got my son back here. He's down here. His name's Andrew. He's down here before he goes into the military. Another Fry man gonna serve our country. Hoorah! And we got into this house, and there was just so much crap wrong with it. When you go to buy a house, let me tell everybody, make sure you got a down payment, because if you don't, you're very limited on what you can buy. And what we have bought, we spent 10 grand in 2 months fixing it up, all new plumbing, half the new electric. So I wasn't able to build a new studio, so I'm kind of crammed in the breezeway right now. I got half the new equipment hooked up, and I got, let's see if I can show you. All right, so I have the Threadripper. Okay, that's that computer. I have my new soundboard. I got my new sound equipment, and I went and hooked it all up, and it don't work. So now I got to fix some stuff. I got a few issues, so I was going to call off tonight, and Daryl said, no, you're not. You're going to do your show. And all right, so I'm doing my show, and I miss y'all. This has been the longest 3 months of my life. I never thought I'd ever say that I actually miss doing the show. We are still on for Sci-Fi Talk on Saturday. That'll be our main show. We're still going to do the Comic-Cons, and I'm getting that set up with them. We'll be broadcasting live from 5 Comic-Cons all across the U.S. throughout this year. So we got a lot of awesome stuff coming up. I will get my new studio built, but it's looking like it's going to be about 6 months before I get it built. It's going to be right behind me. Them double doors were supposed to be the entrance to my studio, but Florida's laws with building and all that happy horse shit was, you don't pay state income tax, and it's just some bullshit to go through. So we got to work on building it. And in the meantime, we got some dweeb causing all kinds of problems with here at the network. And you know what? If you're listening, I'm going to take your ass down a peg. So you better leave people alone, or I will leave you standing in the welfare line with no house.
Oh, I think you should say his name.
Oh, asshole Vera? I mean, Michael Vera? Yeah, I'm talking about you, bitch. I heard through the grapevine the stuff you say, and you saying I'm not good enough to be on the radio. Ha! My show's still on. Where's yours? Oh, wait a minute. You don't even own your own damn network. Oh, that's a bad one. My producer owns your freaking network because you're a dweeb and you took advantage. And I hope the next time you change a flat tire, you drop your car on your foot. Okay? Have a couple broken toes and see how it is. So, you want to bring on a war, let me tell you, I got Daryl's back, so talk all the shit you want. I will straight jack you up. All right, so bring it on. All right. Okay, so now we're past that. I wanted to make sure I got that out there. It's important because I don't back down from nobody. This Marine goes. And all right, where we're going from there? Okay. Getting everything straightened out with the house. I'm working diligently on the studio. If you bear with us, stupid computer, it'll take us, a month or two. We'll get all the kinks worked out of our new system, and we'll get it, we'll get it on point. Definitely. So we will keep you abreast of what's going on with the elections, and we'll keep it a fair place to, where we can talk about politics, and I ain't holding none of it against you, even if you're a Democrat. I don't care. You got something to say, we got a chat room. I'm live on Facebook right now. I'm live on 50 different stations. I mean, we are all over the world and broadcasting AM, FM. We got a whole bunch of cool people on the network. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on since I've been gone, and it was like a 5-hour conversation just filling me in on what's been going on while I've been, trying to get this stuff all built and get the new stuff in and get it all working and get it worked out. But anybody that has a studio knows how freaking hard it is to get everything working just peachy. I got my new keyboards, I got my new keys, my MIDI controller. We are set. I am ready for, see if I can play this. Do you hear that?
No, I don't. But we're going to get it fixed real soon, people.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's my moron of the week heading. And
are you going to give that to Nancy Pelosi? Oh, I'm sorry. She's always a moron. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's a
she's
special
always
honor.
a moron. That don't count. And I give it, right now, Bernie Sanders is in the lead. But
oh, my God.
Everybody knows he's such a moron. It's kind of not even. So basically, what we're going to do for Moron of the Week this week is just take your favorite Democrat, put his name in front of Moron of the Week, and that's your Moron of the Week. These dumbasses, all they want to do is waste your money and start all these programs that we can't afford, get even more unfunded liabilities so our country cannot afford the things we have. And we got to tighten our belt, America. It is time to, I'm thinking for the word.
I hope you're not trying to say party like they did at, my boy Sanders, his little speeches,
No.
His rally. I mean, you get WWE, you get the booby shaking women. I mean, come on. Bernie got it going on. And he said he was just in Vegas.
He's in Nevada right now with the down there with the. That's why he's ahead in the election down there, because he's got the dancing choir girls at his rally. I guess he's out in front of the Bellagio down there, spouting his. Oh, let's do what Russia did because that worked. Yeah, Russia. Oh, wait a minute. No, it didn't work. Oh, so the grand experiment that Russia ran, which is called socialism, where the state owns everything and then you work for the state. If you want that kind of crap, you know what? There are plenty of flights going to Russia. There are plenty of flights going to China. Jump your ass on a jumbo jet and get the f out of my country, because we work on capitalism here. We are not no socialist society. We work hard for our money, and we like our toys.
I thought Bernie was a communist. I must be mistaken. I mean,
no, he's a socialist.
He's a socialist communist?
Yeah, you could actually call him a communist, too. But communism
He's a commie.
His communism is not like China's communism. His communism is like Russia's communism. He thinks that all this should be owned by the state, and Bernie Sanders' government thinks that he has to think for all the people in this country. He will not allow you to be able to think and function on your own and make your own decisions. It'll be state-owned. So I don't want nothing to do with that crap. So, all right. So we have 34% of delegates to be awarded Super Tuesday. Condensed primary schedule means more than half the delegates will be awarded in March. Why did these... I don't understand this. Why did the dummy... Do you know how they pick their person? They get a whole bunch of people in someone's living room, and then they play musical chairs, and they sit in a circle, and they get up, and they run around the circle, and then whoever sits down doesn't have a seat is no longer a delegate. So that's how they pick.
Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that they choose a delegate by running around seats? What was that game we played with as a kid?
Red Rover. Oh no, that's the other one.
The other one where you
what's the name of that one where you run around in the seats and then they take musical chairs?
Musical chairs. Man, we too old for that shit.
Well, that's how the Democrats do it. And then when they're getting down to a few delegates left, what they do is they do Red Rover, let dumbass come over.
Let Warren take over.
Exactly. And I kid you not, that's how the Democrats pick. That's how they pick their people. You got to be kidding me. I mean, I like the way the Republicans do it. You know what? And we need a third party in this country. We should just start the third party in the country.
Hold on, we do have that. They're called independents.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not doing nothing. They're sitting on their freaking tough, and they're not. I haven't seen them, and that's my job. I keep an eye on what's going on in the politics. And
the best independent I've ever seen was H. Ross Perot. I mean, Trump
Oh
is
my
a
God,
mirror
with his
image of him.
82 Buick, I loved it. He drove an 82 Buick. He bought brand new in 82, and he still drove. Even after he dropped out of the election, he still would have won.
Yeah, he would have won. You know why? Because he could have bought it.
Yes.
That's what Bloomberg is going to try to do. Now, could you imagine this ticket? Bloomberg, Clinton.
Yeah, no, I heard that shit yesterday too.
Yeah, you
I
know what's
about
going to
fell off
happen.
the chair laughing my ass off.
Could you
That
imagine?
freaking felon
Hold
putting
on.
her
How
back
many
on
murders can you have in 1 week?
Oh my God. And they say Trump's bad?
There's nothing like your girl Hillary. And in fact, you know, I was actually thinking at one point in time they're going to have Hillary and Obama. I mean,
Well,
both of them like each other anyway. I mean, one's got a dick
yeah.
and the other one's got a, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be all up in that white girl.
Yeah, he will be. Full stroke, baby. Full stroke, baby.
Because she divorced Bill as soon as he got busted with the dress, so that made her a single woman. So, and with Obama's running his secondary government, they've been colluding quietly there down the street from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. By the way, if you don't know, that's the White House. And he's trying to build a second sub-government because Obama does not understand the meaning of the peaceful transfer of power. That means when you're out of office, get the fuck out. Okay? You got to make room for the next president. You have to honor it. Okay? Trump got in there because Democrats think they know everything. So when they're not listening, everybody in America said, oh, well, you think you're not listening to us? We'll give you some shit. And now they're doing the same shit again, and he's going to get his ass reelected. We'll have 4 more years of Trump, 4 more years of Twittering, 4 more years of CNN and MSNBC and CBS and CNN, and they're all going, I don't know what happened. We were doing so well. Bloomberg spent billions, and he's not even the front runner. Trump spent less than, $5 million to win that election. We need a businessman. All right, I agree. Trump's an asshole. All right, let's not sugarcoat it, okay?
But he's an honest asshole. He calls it
Yes.
like it is.
He is the most honest of the assholes that I've ever known.
I mean, if she's a little big, he's from the old school where we don't say you're mentally deficient. We just say you're retarded.
Right.
You a big girl? No, you ain't no big girl. You fat. And you
Exactly.
don't smell the par. You stink. I mean,
Yeah.
That political, social
Political
politeness.
correctness of what do you tell that person when you're at work and the dude in the next cubicle stinks to high heaven because he ain't took a shower in a year.
Are you talking about Michael Vera, the one that's a bum on the street?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
Michael, you got to lift the rolls when you scrub. That way you can get everything clean. You won't stink.
Oh, I heard he used a pressure hose. Because he couldn't get no hoe. I mean, his woman left him. The dog left him. The cat died. Never mind. We're going to let that one go. I bet he's going to vote for Bernie.
I don't know. Would Bernie even have a commercial on that? He don't have no shows no more.
I feel personally sorry for Bernie. You know why?
Why?
Because if he just had some good Republican woman beside him, he would win this election. Because he wouldn't be a socialist, communist little motherfucker like he is today. I'm sorry, he's weak.
You think there'd be enough Americans out there that actually would go and vote for his ass?
Nah, but I was trying to make it sound good at least. I mean, you got to make
Yeah.
it sound good.
I mean, how many times has he tried now? Like the last 6?
Well, you know,
Because
Bernie
he was
has
trying when Obama made it first in 20 fucking years ago.
Bernie's got balls.
Yo, he's got big hairy balls, that's for sure. To stand up there and go, I'm going to make this country a socialist. I don't even understand how he's going to flip it from a capitalist society to, we're not going to take that shit. There's too many Timberline revolutionists, redneck motherfuckers that are flying the Confederate flag that ain't going to tolerate none of that shit.
Well, how about your girl AOC or whatever her initials are?
Oh, I don't, remind me.
I don't want to remind you. She's that one
Okay.
that's a Bernie supporter that goes everywhere, talks her talk for Bernie.
Yeah, sorry. You don't have to say, don't go any farther.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, we
That's
know.
a girl though, man. I mean, she's cute. She cute, but she ain't got no brain. But she cute. That's Bernie's
Yeah.
style, man. That's Bernie's style.
You think that what is he, 84 now? I mean, without Viagra, it ain't even going full staff.
Nah, my boy Bernie, he got the pump. Yeah.
Hang on a second there, woman. Hold on, I'm almost there. Oh,
my God.
just
Here we
the
go
thought of
again.
that is disgusting. I'm surprised
I
he's
got
not
a
down-
leak.
I'm surprised he's not down here in Florida and in the villages with all them other old people talking up those people and getting their sex crazed, man.
Oh man.
There was, I kid you not, there was a 80-year-old woman, an 84-year-old man, a 23-year-old man, a 35-year-old man, and a 55-year-old man. They were all caught by the police naked in the back of a pickup, getting it on, taking turns with grandma. Down here in Florida, I kid you not, they arrested them. These are the people from the villages.
Hold on. They were getting on with grandma, and grandma took them all on.
All 5 of them.
Good God, grandma!
Yeah.
What if she
Grandma
got pregnant? What if she got pregnant? Now that would be.
I don't think she can.
Well, no, that woman was 94 in India. She was pregnant.
Yeah, but this girl was white, so she wasn't getting pregnant at 84. Indians, they are.
Does she still have her teeth?
Oh, I doubt it. At that age, does anybody still have their original teeth?
So you know what she was doing?
Yeah, gumming it.
Gumming it?
Gumming it.
Yes, I have to say it out there in the world. Nah, hell no.
But that's now I live 20 miles north of the villages instead of living south of the villages, so I don't have to deal with them that often, with the exception when I go down to Home Depot and go buy more supplies, because the moron we bought this house from tried to fix shit, and he has no clue what he was doing. He put the drain from the sink in the soil pipe, the main soil pipe for the house. He cut a hole in it and then duct taped the pipe from the kitchen sink into the soil pipe.
Hold on. My question for you at that point would be, when that drain out goes, does that count as a ticker for when you have to pay your water bill? You know, sewage?
No.
It doesn't count sewage if it goes through that pipe?
Well, I don't know, but all I know
Now you're
is
starting to think about it.
that I had to get that shit out of there because that keeps the methane in the house, man. He cracked open the soil pipe and it was duct tape, man. He duct taped it in there. So it wasn't even attached to the pipe. I should have took a picture of it. It'd blow your mind. but they cut into a 2-inch cast iron pipe. I kid you not, and put a plastic main drain from the kitchen double sink where we do the dishes when there's a 3-inch main line not a foot away. So I put it in the main line and use some more duct tape, but I got to change the pipe. Hey,
Busted.
yeah, I know, but I was in a hurry. And you know how hard that is to change that? That thing goes it goes on a crooked and then goes up into the wall and then goes up to the house and then goes along the roof and then goes out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane the way they did this plumbing.
Pipe, that cast iron pipe ain't no joke, man. I had to bust mine at the house in D.C., and then I had to saw it nice and smooth to the floor level, and then I took a plastic tube connected to it and made it exhaust outside the wall.
Yeah.
At least it don't, it's just air. It ain't gonna sit around.
Right. So now I have this giant hole in there. You can't weld it. You can't rivet it. You can't do nothing. So I have to cut out that pipe, and so I just
throw some PVC or something on top of it and angle it under the dirt.
No, I can't. It's up by the floor, and there's a crawl space down there, so there's like 3 foot.
Yeah.
It's way out in the open. I'll get a picture up on the Facebook so y'all can see it, but I mean, it's just stuff like that. They had, I kid you not, a wire running from the black wire on the light in the kitchen, running down through the wall, came out the bottom, and went to the ground connection on the copper pipe.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So when our plumber came and put our water filtration system in there, he got electrocuted when he grabbed the pipe. So I had to run down and cut all the grounds to get the copper pipe from being fully charged with 115 volts.
Well, that keeps alligators away.
Huh?
That'll keep alligators away.
That'll keep plumbers away.
Them damn.
He was cool about it. I thought for sure we were going to get sued, but we didn't get sued. So
I bet it cursed like 2 sailors. Maybe 3 as electrical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because he was a plumber.
Did you give him some beer? Calm him down?
No, I think we gave him a tip.
All right. Well,
yeah, we gave him a tip. He did a good job.
Okay.
So if you ever come across a 3M water filtration system, I forget the name of the company. I'll bring it up later on, but they did an awesome job, and our water tastes great now, and everything is cool. I got the electric all straightened out, but in the process of doing all this stuff, I haven't had the time I need to get the studio situated and get to bring you guys what's going on in the political climate right now. And right now it's the Democrats are fighting amongst themselves, and they're trying to jockey to see who's going to go up against Trump. And we should see a result here pretty soon. And Washington Post says the donors at recent Trump fundraiser paid more than $500,000 per couple. That's how much money that man brings in. He will not spend a dime of his own money to get reelected. And if you guys want a Democrat in the presidency, you better get to the flyover states and start explaining to the American farmers and American blue-collar workers why you think there should be a Democrat in office. Because Lord help us, if a Democrat wins, we will be screwed. Okay? I will always bring it to you straight from, I shoot straight from the hip, so. And on another front, I have not replaced Sissy yet, but don't worry, guys. I will get another cat. Make sure you close that door.
Yes.
All right. So I had to get a drink, dude. What about if I send you this? What if I send you this file through Skype? Can you then play my commercial?
Oh, sure. I can play commercials. I got some commercials on here anyway. If you want me to play yours, I'll play yours. I got a couple of yours. Don't worry about that.
Cool.
You want to take a break?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's take a little one.
All right, we're going to take a little break, and you're listening to the wonderful sounds of Blue Collar Politics on the Global Enlightenment Radio Network. And, Dag, I'm trying to think. Should we just go with the fun thing to say? Thomas Fry is back.
That's right.
And
I am
last
back.
but not least, Michael Vera. How's it feel? You talked all that shit, didn't you, boy? Didn't you? He's here now. What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Oh, I want you to come live. Why don't you hop on the net? Michael, you know the number. Call in. You know the number, Michael. No, you're not on your show. If you are on your show, it'll be over about 15 minutes anyway. Or if it's not.
Yeah, there ain't nobody listening anyway, so call in, would you?
Yeah, we need a friend. Could we stand by you? Okay. Well, commercial time. Toodaloos, everybody. You're listening to Blue Collar Politics with Thomas A.J. Fry.
Are you tired of coming home to find out only that you've been robbed? Did your alarm company call you and tell you that you've been robbed and the police will be there in 20 minutes? No one can stop all thieves. But at CK Custom Security Consultants, we can design and install a real CCTV security system that will give you the evidence you need to put them away. Here at CK Custom Security Consultants, we do an on-site engineering assessment where we discuss the pros and cons of the different security systems available that just might suit your needs. This service is free. There are several different financial options available for you, and we look forward to meeting you and assisting you in reaching your security goals.
I don't mute it.
CKCustom.com, where all of your security needs are met.
Are you sick of our healthcare system? The lies, constantly putting you on one more drug that isn't covered by your health insurance company? I'm sick of it too, and I found a very old recipe for colloidal silver. It is a liquid solution created using electrolysis to suspend pure metallic elemental silver in groups of particles of 18 atoms or fewer, each with a positive electric charge, attached to a simple protein molecule in distilled water. Some say that the colloidal silver goes back 4,000 years. I found the process that was almost been lost to time. Colloidal silver works just like triple antibiotic ointment. It will keep your cuts clean, and it's an antiviral too. This product could save your life when there's no doctor around, and you can put colloidal silver directly on the wound to keep the infection away. Get yours now at bluecollarpolitics.org. Just click on the BCP store tab, and you are on your way to having that doctor in a bottle.
You have been listening to the Blue Collar Politics Radio Talk Show, and I am your host, Thomas Fry, the Biblical Survivalist. We are here to help you understand and survive these modern
inside jokes.
All around, upside down, and downside up. This alternative news talk show is where the truth is told, because there is no pressure on what subjects we decide to talk about. We are part of the Global Enlightenment Radio Network, which is on 24 hours.
See, if I was playing it here, then everybody would be able to hear it. But
Politics is on every Saturday night from 7 to 11 p.m. And if you missed the broadcast and you want to go back to catch any previous shows, just go to bluecollarpolitics.org and click on the Listen to BCP tab. And if you like the show, please hit the donate button because we direct and produce our own shows and we stay on the air for you.
Wow.
So
They want the socialist motherfucker. Bernie Sanders is leading both nationally and in Nevada among Hispanics.
Blue-collar politics products like our Doctor in
We
a Bottle,
are in
Vital
trouble.
Silver at 18 parts per million, guaranteed. Or maybe you just want a t-shirt with our logo on it to show the world you are definitely awake. We hope that you are
I
having
can't
a good
hear. I
time
need
listening,
to.
and it is time to get back to the show. So here is our host, the biblical survivalist.
Oh, crap. Oh, there he is.
Probably listening to your commercial music. Look at that ash he's got. Like a 3-inch ash in a cigarette.
He heard you.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he flipped me off on the way back.
Hey, my hands are healing.
Hey, at least you get the most important one. Make sure the middle finger's here. You need those. Got them all. Yep. Sitting over there, had like a 4-inch ash. Don't know how that thing didn't fall off.
Oh, man, Daryl is smooth, man. He can work that around. He'll have the whole freaking cigarette.
I don't gotta worry about ash with mine. I just gotta worry about fogging the camera.
And
We
you are back.
back. Welcome back. This is Blue Collar Politics, and I am your host, Thomas Fry. And don't be afraid to jump on Facebook and listen in and chat in. And if you got a question, go ahead. I cannot believe that Bernie Sanders is leading nationally and in Nevada with Hispanics. I mean, he's a socialist. Come on. Am I going to have to spend all this year, all the way down to November, just going, come on, people, use your head. Look at what these people stand for. Okay? Do you want your country ripped out from under you? Do you want to give 80% of your paycheck to the state and then they can tell you when you can go shopping, when you can have food? You think socialism is great? Go stand in a bread line in Russia, all right, when you want your bread.
Hold on now. Hold on. Socialism cannot be that bad, Thomas. You got to remember something. Most of the Hispanics are coming from socialist countries. Oh, God, they came here.
Yeah, that's true.
Irony, they came here.
It doesn't surprise me that is the way it is. I'm just saying I gotta reach out and I gotta get in touch with these Hispanics and I gotta tell them, I know you might come from a socialist country, but you're voting for Bernie will not get you a green card. He will not give you. You think you're going to vote for one of these Democrats and they're going to let you in? Trump's been sending ICE out and they've been deporting mothers bad. And the funny part is Trump has not deported as many people as Obama did. Obama, sorry. He deported anyone that disagreed with him. He deported any Mexican that was Republican. He deported. You could only stay if you were, and it didn't matter if you were illegal or not. He'd let you stay as long as you said you would vote for him. If you voted Republican, you're gone. And he didn't care splitting up families or nothing like that. The family split that has been going on down at the border is necessary. You can't have juveniles staying with adults when they're in holding cells. You can't do it. It's not fair. The children will get attacked.
Well, hold on. According to the Holy Roman Catholic Church, my brother, they're looking for more male priests to go down into those forbidden areas in Central and South America, and they even talking about having male on male married priests to go down there to keep the little boys from being taken.
Do you know that the Vatican has a $12 billion budget, and half of that budget is to pay off the families where the priests have molested the children? So they don't stop it. They just move the priest to a different church. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, the worst part about it is people have got to realize that those priests are like ambassadors. And the church is an embassy. And it belongs to what? The Vatican, which is the Holy Roman Catholic Church. So
Holy Roman Empire.
Yeah, the empire itself. The empire never died. It got stronger. No. It got influencer. It even gets you a president. It even protects the queen, and it's in several areas of the world that's very potent. And I
like the Pope Mobile. That's a cool car.
That's a cool car. Hey, I heard he might get a Tesla, the new one. Could you imagine the Pope
would
riding?
Be cool. He'd be in there just be cruising around, waving everyone, and the electric car would be quiet as ever. And have you seen the new Tesla trucks? Oh my God, they're the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
But hold on, look at the mileage they get.
Well, yeah, they get like 100 miles to the gallon because there ain't no gas engine in there. It's battery.
So, I mean, it's like all day driving.
Yeah, you can go 400 miles in the new truck. The only problem is see, that's how he gets money. He's not going to actually deliver any of these trucks, but he sold a bunch of them, and that's how he's paying to get the batteries for the Tesla cars that he sold that he can't produce fast enough for people. If you want to buy a Tesla, there's a 6-month waiting list, and your payments start that week when you buy it. So you will have made 6 payments on your car before you ever see it. Now, how would you like to pay for a car that you cannot drive? That you can't show your neighbor. You can't say, hey, look at me, I got a Tesla. But there is a company out in California, man, I like what they're doing. They're buying all these Teslas that are totaled from wrecks and stuff and pulling out the systems and putting them in old BMWs, old VW vans. They're putting them all in there, and they're making them pretty cool. I mean, I like the VW van that they have an upgrade kit, and that thing, man, it'll pop a wheelie. What? Oh, what Obama is saying in private about the Democratic primary. But,
well, they had something about Bernie Sanders attacking.
Oh, really?
Attacking someone online through the internet.
Oh, we have to see. All right.
Hold on, he's attacking people? I mean, like he attacked Elizabeth Warren, the Pocahontas herself, the one that has that 0.00001% Native American 0.0000001% Native American blood.
Oh yeah, you gotta be. You know what? In order to get that casino money, you have to be 12%.
Hold on. Is she going to strike it rich, boy? She going to go hit that machine. Can I get my 12%? Can I get my shrink? Daggone it, Nancy. Could you pass me some liquor? And, hold on, what you sniffing,
Yeah.
Nancy? What you sniffing? What's that white power? Nancy? I didn't say it. That was that alter ego that came out. Man, I'm telling you, I'm waiting on Odin to come back because, I mean, at least we can have a good show. But, my God, that person just needs to go to bed. He was getting up all night.
It's been 3 months since I've talked to Odin.
Yeah, he's on a mission right now from God.
Uh-oh.
He's doing some psychological warfare out there, but I mean he's gonna do his thing. But I gotta say one thing. All this time he's kept my brain safe from exploding because of people's stupidity, ignorance, and lack of human knowledge. But
Hey, Daryl.
yes?
Why don't you say hello to Mama Fry? She just came into the studio.
Mama Fry, Mama, get on the camera, woman. Don't you?
Hello.
She's saying hello. I got the whole family out here, man. This is awesome. I got my son here in the room. I got my mom here in the room. We are live on the air. We are Blue Collar Politics. We are back. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here. I'm going to guide you through these elections, and hopefully you'll vote Republican so
they better.
we can afford to live. Hey, what happened to my camera?
I don't know. I think the presence of Mama made it just jump a little bit.
Oh, my mom would make a good president.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be fair. It'll be bipartisan.
Absolutely. And it would be on budget.
Oh, I bet it would.
Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you. What about
shoot.
What about another one of those women that that said that Kavanaugh raped her, saying they fabricated the story? Come on now, help me out with that one. Help me out. Help me. Just help me. How can you go in front of the justices of the Supreme Court and say
and lie?
He raped me. And there's no repercussions. I mean, it reminds me of something that I know personal, but he scared me. But I'm trying to understand how they can do that, and there's no repercussions whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll tell you what. We had a little kid around here take his finger and make like a gun and went boom to the teacher. They arrested him and charged him. From school. They went and arrested this little 7-year-old kid, put him in cuffs in front of his classmates, and marched him out of the classroom.
That's a real terrorist.
Yeah, them 7-year-olds. We got to watch out for them. Them and their AK-47s. Holy crap.
Hey, what kind of pills are they on, man? They got some good stuff.
Well, if you're in America, according to the insurance policy, every person in America is on the average of 5 pills. 5. Mm-hmm.
I was on 5.
I'm at 9. No.
Yeah, Mom's on 9 now. I'm on 8. But my diabetes is under control, and I'm having blasts, so I am going to be around for a long time to guide everybody through. Oh, and speaking of which, you would not believe this, dude. This is family night. My Aunt Mary Ellen just joined in on Facebook.
Oh, my God.
She just joined in.
I see her. Yay. Oh, okay. It is family night on
on Blue Collar Politics. I gotta say hello. So
yeah, you gotta just keep rapping. Don't worry about it. So we got another woman that's in the New York, Washington Times. They reported that first. I wonder why. Then on another note, there's another article that really caught my attention, and I mean, I have to admit, this world is insane, first of all. And
all right.
I mean, we got issues. I mean, seriously.
Well, yeah, that's...
I can't even think about it no more. I mean, the world is so crazy. I mean, you got to decide how you want to live your life, and there's no one trying to live anymore.
Right. That's what I was talking about when I was right at the beginning of the show. If you remember back when I said you got to tighten up your belt, you got to cut your spending, and you got to take care of these commitments and programs that you've done. You know, our unfunded liabilities is at $212 trillion. What that means is Social Security, welfare, housing, all these programs, they're not paid for. Never mind the debt that's $21 trillion, which has not gone up a single trillion since Obama was in the presidency. So if you're an Obama fan, he ran it from 6 trillion up to 21 trillion. My God, he spent more money than every single president prior combined. And then Trump comes on there and doesn't run the budget up. He puts money back in the pockets of Americans. And I was even talking to the plumber today. We had to have a plumber come out. And even I asked him, I said, 4 years ago, did you have any money in your pocket? He said, no, I didn't have any money when Obama was in presidency. But now that Trump is, I see the world's coming alive. Pay attention to the numbers. Don't listen to the candidates. Don't fall for those stupid ass commercials and all this. You know, let Bloomberg spend his billions. Okay,
He's gonna get it back.
What? Well, yeah, he'll get
He's
it
gonna
back.
get it back.
Ripping off the country.
I mean, what's it gonna hurt him? I mean, everybody should know. I mean, my thing is, I've been. Well, you gotta say hello to Heather Wade.
Oh, hi, Heather.
Yeah, Miss Heather Wade is on watching the show too. But as I was saying,
I was worried about everybody coming back, but I'm starting to see everybody's been popping on and popping into the chat room, and my studio's full of my family. I love this. I never felt so supported since I started Blue Collar years ago when I was working with the Jackass, but don't forget, me and Daryl always worked together from the beginning. He's always been my producer since the very first Blue Collar Politics show. And we have been through a lot together, have we not?
oh my God, we have been through too much, as I was going to say.
Yeah.
But, I was actually looking for something, and it's from a person who will be within the next 3 weeks broadcasting also on this network as well, Mr. Ben Shapiro.
That's here.
I can announce that. Yeah, we got us another hound dog, Mr. Ben Shapiro, going to be coming on to the Global Light Radio Network. We will be broadcasting his live stream, not pre-recorded, not live. Thank you very much. I had to say that out loud.
With an E, right?
I'm
Yeah.
very impressed because,
No.
Ben Shapiro has done some things that I got to admit, didn't to say that, of course. So I was interested in playing one of his clips. And if I can find it, there's a clip that he did, and that was really, really, how can I say, interesting, because he was talking about how much money they made in the climate crisis claims.
Yeah.
And,
Oh my gosh. That made Biden a billionaire.
Overnight.
Do you know that when he started that, Inconvenient Truth was all bullshit lie, and when he did that, he set up the company that all 200 countries on the planet we call Earth, every country has to pay for their carbon tax. And then he owns the company that collects that and then gets a percentage of the money and then hands it on to the, I think it's controlled by, who's them idiots in New York? The UN. Yeah.
Oh, those idiots? Oh, they're special.
Biden gets to collect the fee on every dollar spent. He's a billionaire now. That's why you won't see him in the political views no more. He's got so much money, he don't never have to do anything again. He couldn't, if he spent $1 million a day, he would still die a rich man.
Well, now speaking on that topic of Joe Biden, I was going to go to, to my man talking about Greta, but now you're talking about Joe Biden. There's a thing about Rudy Giuliani.
I like him.
I love Rudy. I love my Rudy.
Yeah.
And Rudy's a real man.
Yes.
I mean, you can't argue about, when you say manhood, you got a picture of Rudy sitting on the side with a smile.
Yeah.
And it feels good because it's Rudy. You know what I'm saying? It's Rudy. Rudy was the New York City mayor and the man. I mean, Rudy been in all the movies. Rudy is.
I wish he would go he was mayor of New York, right?
Right.
Not governor.
Mayor.
Yeah. All right. Got us through 9/11. Did a damn fine job. He is doing a really good job as President Trump's lawyer and confidant.
Oh, awesome job.
Yes. And did you know that all this impeachment stuff, which you knew it was going to come up tonight because we have to talk about this impeachment.
I've been trying to avoid it.
But 5 prosecutors refused to do it. They had problems finding someone that would take this Democratic bullshit that they've been trying for. It took them 4 years to get, and they still haven't got past the Senate, but they got past the House of Representatives. So they got him halfway impeached on some bullshit, trumped up charges. Ain't that funny? His name's Trump and it's trumped up charges.
I like that, don't you?
Yeah, I love that. It's like, you got to be kidding me. All right. I love it when he goes on his Twitter rants, man. I've been following him, and it is a laugh show to be watching what Trump puts on Twitter every day. And that's what makes him such a different president. He talks to the American people directly. He doesn't go through the news people or the news desk at the White House. And he don't care about none of these, what do you call them colleges that are highfalutin?
Oh, Ivy League.
Ivy League, yeah.
Ivy League.
Ivy League. He don't give none of them Ivy League dweebs the time of day. If you want to be blue collar and you want to report to America the truth, then he lets that person in. And he went through a lot of people in the White House, getting the right people in the right place. Okay?
Yeah,
so
some falls, some come up. I mean, it's just placeholders until you get to where you need to be.
Right. And he's straight up. You don't do your job right, you're fired. He did that on The Apprentice for how many years? You're fired. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall listening in that very first cabinet meeting that he had right after he became president, when Obama was still pulling his shit, which he's back up to no good now. And for someone, he has it's a $200 million home over with our enemy in Tehran. He has a house. He is colluding with the enemy. That is treason.
Well, hold on. You got to remember that he also had Chinese, the
Yes.
ISIS in the White House.
He had a registered Muslim Brotherhood terrorist on the watch list working in the White House. My God. You know what kind of access? If you're working in the West Wing, I mean, I love that show. I thought it was a really eye-opening thing. They tried to stay as true as they could. They had to sensationalize some of it. But it really gave you an idea of how tough it is to work at the White House. It is not an easy job. It is one of the hardest jobs you will ever get. And especially working for Trump, because he don't take no shit from nobody. And he don't take it from no people. He certainly don't take it from other governments. And you know how we were having the problems with Turkey with the last of Obama's administration?
You just love calling him Obama now, don't you?
Yeah, I love it. Obama.
He's a
He
bad
reminds me of caveman people. I'm Captain Caveman. That's who it. Oh my, that was a bad wreck. They just showed the wreck that Ryan Newman went through the Daytona 500. My God, that was
nearly
bad.
The thing right in half almost.
Hey, let me tell you, the Boy Scouts of America just filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, because they trying to put the ladies in there.
All right, you got to get your boys in the Boy Scouts. It's great. It is a wonderful organization, and this political correctness shit's got to stop. All right? You know what? When they ask you if you're a boy and a girl, you pull your belt out, you look down, and you answer them. That's the way it is.
Hold on. That's the way it was.
No, that's the way it is. Not was. This, I am not, and I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this.
That's your side?
Yeah, that's my side.
Oh, it might be Michael Vera.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Dude didn't even speak English.
Oh, Rajib.
Yeah, Ajib. That's who it was. Ajib Jalian.
How about your girl, Ileana Omar?
Yeah, Omar the terrorist.
That was nice of you. You just called her straight up terrorist without thought. Who married her? Who married her brother?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was in the article I was reading. Hold on. Is she an American citizen too?
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Shortcutted.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that goes.
Yeah. She found a good one, huh?
No, that was... I don't know why it doesn't show the call I just received. I wanted to look at who the name was, but I declined. Oh, you know why?
Messenger call.
Because it was on... Alajib Kebe Sena. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Here. See, which camera am I pointing at? See? Can you see it?
I'm trying to... Oh, there it is. Rajib. Okay, cool.
I can't see the camera on the one that's pointing to you. I know it's on and I know it's working, but...
Because I must be just that ugly, huh? You just don't want to see me, damn
I'm live on Facebook right now and I can't talk to them. I am talking to the people. I can't talk to one person when I'm talking. Y'all, you can't call in like that because I right now cannot transfer the call from my private line to the studio.
They're good?
All right, cool. That's why I love having family. Family got my back. They just...
Hey, family's the best.
Exactly. And I cannot believe Can you see the Facebook feed, my live one? How many people we got in the chat room?
Man, I
ain't
gave
never
up.
seen so many people in the chat room. I was worried because I put out the advertisement that I was coming back tonight, and not but 3 people even commented on it. So I was like, man, who am I going to talk to tonight? So I put out a thing. I was like, well, I ain't feeling good. I ain't going to do my show because, it's like, does anybody care? But you know what? Holy crap. A lot of people do.
We had a good turnout.
We had a really good turnout.
Well, I
This
guess
is
we
the
have.
one of the best turnouts I've had on the Facebook Live, not to mention what I'm going through on the streaming and, the thousands of people that are listening there, listening into Blue Collar Politics. And that's where you can get your political knowledge so you can make sure you vote for the right person. So
good luck charm.
I can either tell you who to vote or I can explain why you need to vote. And look at it this way. Do you have any money in your pocket? Have you been going out to eat? Do you have extra money? Can you afford to live? Yes. America economy is doing good.
God bless America.
God bless America. The state of the union is strong. Wasn't that on not Mission Impossible?
Triple X.
Yeah, Triple X. The state of the union is strong. Because we badass, we America.
We got a good president.
But we do need to bring all our boys home from Afghanistan and Pakistan. That shit's got to be done. I'm glad Trump's bringing. But I went to talk to you about it earlier, and we didn't get a chance to go. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. At the end of Obama's administration, there was a coup in Turkey, and we had our Marines over there guarding our nuclear weapons that are at the base in Turkey. Well, that was big news, and, all this. Oh, man, it was crazy. I watched it live on CNN, man. They tried to have a coup. It got put down, and what's his name? Erdogan. He killed like 100,000 people, all his enemies. He just went through and wiped them all out. And then they wanted to kick America out of Turkey. And then Trump became president. Now, you ain't heard nothing about no base in Turkey since he's been president.
Very
Not
true.
one thing. Why is that?
Because they're not going to mess with us. They
Exactly.
fear us.
We finally got someone in the president that's got a pair.
Well, now, let me see if I can play this video for us. We call this our break. We call this a break. All right. Now, this video is Ben Shapiro talking about something that these people today don't want to talk about.
Okay.
Transgenderism.
Oh.
And pro-choice. Now, this is interesting because I know we stand together on the same thing.
Light.
If it's got something hanging, it was born with a XY chromosome. It's either a male or female. I'm sorry, I gotta say it honestly.
It's a male.
Yeah, all right. So let's take a listen, and we can call this our little break. We're a little over anyway, so we can enjoy this one. We have a nice little video showing for the wonderful people out there that believe in us. Did that sound political that time?
You're working on it. You're getting there.
All right.
We got to get the news desk going when you start talking like that.
Oh, well, I tried. All right, here we go.
Wow, more than 1,000 Mississippi homes and businesses flooded right now. So if you got family in Mississippi, make sure, give them a call, make sure they're okay. We have a lot. They've got 19 inches of rain in the last 12 hours.
There's another guy doing.
What?
So, Yeah, I'm seeing it on the ticker running through on the news. More rain expected in the south, and they got flash flood warnings all over. So stay out of Mississippi. Let the emergency people do what they got to do. They got a lot of water down there. It's a bad situation, and so we need to say a prayer for all those people that live down in Mississippi that are basically all their homes are flooded, and it's kind of like a Katrina without the storm. They just got rain dumped on, and I just saw it popped across the ticker on the news. That's right. I have breaking news to the minute during the entire show now. I got my system set up at the new studio, and I got my little ticker running across the thing so I can bring breaking news to you as it happens right here on Blue Collar Politics.
All right.
Right?
Let's run this damn video because I like this shit.
You say that some people don't have privilege when you basically just said that trans people aren't valid. They're not a thing. They're just girls pretending to be boys or boys pretending to be girls.
Okay. Oh, someone's excited. Okay.
Biological, but gender is a completely different thing.
No, gender is not disconnected. Okay, not in the mind. Okay, you're not. If I did, I should. Okay, I said a boy who thinks he's a girl. That's the usual phraseology I use. Not playing. I usually say a boy who thinks he's a girl or a girl who thinks he's a boy, which is technically what we're talking about here. As far as the actual psychological issues at play, it used to be called gender dysphoria or gender identity disorder, now they call it gender dysphoria. The idea that sex or gender are malleable is not true. Okay, and I'm not denying your humanity if you're a transgender person. I am saying that you are not the sex to which you claim to be. You're still a human being, and you're a human being with an issue that I wish you Godspeed in dealing with in whatever way you see fit. But if you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no. My answer is no. I'm not going to modify basic biology because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
Okay, but you're still saying these kids should not be accepted because they don't really fit in either place. They can't just
I'm saying that the Boy Scouts have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout.
That's not written though.
In the name Boy Scouts. Because this is a very because for all of human history, boy meant boy and girl meant girl. Boy did not mean girl.
Yeah.
And if I call you a moose, are you suddenly a moose? Okay, if I redefine our terms. No, yes, that's right. Men and women are completely different things. This is true. Have you ever met a man or a woman? They're completely different.
It's not a thing. It's genders. It's not.
Okay, why is that? I don't understand. Why? Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, I won't ask you how old. I will ask you how old you are. Okay, because you're young enough that it's probably not insulting to ask you. So.
I'm 22, so I'm probably young and naive, right?
No. Why aren't you 60? Why aren't you 60?
That wasn't the point.
Why can't you identify as 60? What is the problem with you identifying as 60? You're right. Age is significantly less important than gender. You can't magically change your gender. You can't magically change your sex. You can't magically change your age.
So legally change it. People
you can't legally change your age, by the way.
Obviously, you can change your age, you can change your sex, you can change your identity.
Just because you can do things legally doesn't mean that they are correct biologically. You can do lots of things in the past that were incorrect biologically and incorrect legally. For a long period of time in the United States, sterilization of the mentally ill took place. That didn't make it okay. Skinner versus Oklahoma. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes wrote the decision.
Right. I just don't understand why
it's not a matter of open-minded and accepting. I want them to get treatment that they see fit. That's not involving the idea behind the transgender movement as a civil rights movement is the idea that all of their problems would just go away if I would pretend that they were the sex to which they claim membership. That's nonsense. The transgender suicide rate is 40%. It is 40%. And according to the Anderson School at UCLA, it makes no difference. There's a study that came out last year. It makes no difference, virtually no difference, statistically speaking, as to whether people recognize you as a transgender person or not, which suggests there's a very high comorbidity between transgenderism, whatever that mental state may be, and suicidality. That has nothing to do with how society
Do you
treats
think
it.
it could be because of their bullied at school?
No, I don't think that. I do not think that the discrepancy. I do not think the discrepancy. First of all, I'm against bullying of any sort. Okay, the idea that somebody would beat somebody up is terrible. Okay, as somebody who's viciously bullied in high school, I'm not a fan of bullying. But the idea that the normal suicide rate across the United States is 4%, the suicide rate in the transgender community is 40%. The idea that 36% more transgender people are committing suicide because people are mean to them is ridiculous. It's not true, and it's not backed by any science that anyone can cite. It is pure conjecture. In fact, it's not even true that bullying causes suicide, according to a lot of studies. For example, in the black community, where the idea is supposedly that America is a racist society, blacks are bullied a lot. Okay, in the black community has significantly lower suicide rates than in the white community. In fact, in third world countries, the suicide rate is significantly lower than in first world countries. Suicide actually seems to be a privilege of the upper classes if you actually look at it from a financial perspective. So the idea that suicidality is directly a result of people like me saying, no, men are not women and women are not men, it's not true. It's also...
Do you think it doesn't impact their identity at all, or their depression, or how they feel about themselves?
I think the idea that you're going to sacrifice the entire society's proper definition of sex because you think that there is in legal terms, somebody with an eggshell skull, meaning that somebody who has a pre-existing condition that makes them more susceptible to criticism, that is not a way to run a society. You can't sacrifice truth because some people are going to actually suffer because of the truth. Plus, there's no evidence whatsoever that the suicide rate would go down in the transgender community in any marked way if people just started pretending that men were women and women were men. We're trying that experiment now. We'll find out whether it works. So far, no evidence.
Have you talked to a group of trans people instead of this group of, like, white people?
I'm more than happy to talk to a group of any people who will have me, but usually they protest me.
Okay, last question about your Planned Parenthood thing. So why do you think it's not about controlling women's bodies and just about the separate life? Like, after the baby is born, how come when people don't care about them? They don't care where they end up in foster care, they don't care about the mother being born.
Okay, I do care about mother being born, I do care about foster care.
Okay, why don't you advocate for that, though?
For
Planned
what?
Parenthood is supposed to prevent abortions.
Because Planned Parenthood doesn't prevent abortions. They perform hundreds of thousands of abortions a year. They perform 300,000 abortions a year. The leading abortion law in the United States.
Evidence of that, though.
That they perform 300,000 abortions a year from Planned Parenthood. That's my evidence. They don't dispute that. No one disputes that.
Like birth control and
I'm not anti-birth control.
I know.
Birth control is extraordinarily cheap.
That provides affordable birth control.
Okay, they're not the only people in America who provide affordable birth control. You can go get a pack of condoms down at the local CVS for $12. Yes, and it's true that most forms of birth control are also extraordinarily cheap on an annualized basis, unless you have a severe problem. Most birth control is very cheap and readily available. And I'm not against people going and getting that from Planned Parenthood. As you may have noticed, I'm mostly against abortion. If you want to go to Planned Parenthood and get a contraceptive, go for it. I don't care. I do care when you start killing babies. This is a problem for me.
But what about in rape and incest situations?
Okay, so here's the question. I mean, this is a long conversation, and I'm enjoying it actually, which is why I'm allowing you to stay. But the question of rape and incest, first of all, important to note, rape and incest are not only a vast minority of abortion cases, they're an extraordinarily low percentage of abortion cases. So if we can first stipulate that all the other abortions are bad, then we can talk about that other one. Can we do that? Are all the other abortions bad, or are those ones okay? And you're just using this as an excuse to make the other ones okay.
They're all okay.
Ah, good. Someone who's honest. So, who's the honest fellow? Who's okay? Yay, honest people. Good. I like the honesty. Okay, so all abortions are okay. So, a sign that I can't read because it has lots of words on it. Okay, so I have one question for you and one question only on abortion. Does the vagina, the vaginal canal, magically confer personhood? Answer, does the vagina magically confer personhood? Yeah, raised hands are okay. You, sir.
No, the first breath does.
The first breath confers personhood. Okay, so if the baby is in the womb and is exactly the same size and has not yet breathed, and you take a knife and you stab the baby in the head, a fully formed 9-month-old baby, it is not a human. The only thing that makes it a human is when it takes a breath. And it has to independently breathe.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to stick to a yeah, because I'm also pro-capital punishment, pro-selective suicide. So I'm going to stick with it.
Selective suicide? Yeah, I assume you mean elective suicide.
Elective suicide. Okay. I'm not going to make someone commit suicide.
That's good, because that wouldn't be suicide, that'd be homicide. That, by the way, I'm for capital punishment too, because people who kill people should be killed. But babies who have not killed people should not. And this is my basic position on abortion. So let me just, but I'll get your answer because you're the one who asked the question. Are you willing to stipulate that all the other abortions are bad? Just rape and incest bother you?
I mean, no, I do never.
Got it. So it's an excuse, right? So it's an excuse so that we can say that, so that we can take the marginal case and then say that the marginal case applies to all cases. Okay, that's again faulty thinking. But if you want me to answer specifically on rape and incest, here's my basic answer: rapists should be castrated or killed. Shouldn't kill babies. End of story.
But if they're castrated, killed, most rapes don't get convicted.
I agree, and that's usually the left side of the aisle because the left side wants to let them out after 5 years in prison. I want them castrated or killed. I'm telling you what my belief is. My belief is not public policy at the moment. But I think, would you agree with me on that one? Can we at least get a little agreement to finish this particular parlay? Okay, should rapists be castrated or killed?
Well, yes.
Okay, good, yeah, give me a break. Thanks.
Wow, that was strong. Who was that? Who was that? Who is that speaking?
That was Ben Shapiro.
Oh. Wow.
Now you understand why he will be another force on the Global Enlightenment Radio Network.
Yes. I like the way he thinks, and I wish I could think that fast. I'm not that good on my feet. I have to prepare for my show, but I'm definitely pro-life, and I think whatever God gave you, whatever sex you are, that's what you are. If you want to call yourself something else, or you want to, so you can just, if you're 20 years old, say, and you don't like these policies, so now you can just say you're 60 and then you can get your Social Security check. Okay? Well, no, you can't. That's ridiculous. Well, it's the same thing with sex. If you're a boy, you can't say you're a girl. You can go have a sex change operation if that's what you want, but among those people, 40% commit suicide that have gone through the sex change operation or deal with that on a regular basis. I mean, it's a sad statistic.
But see, the problem I have also results in another area. I mean, you could actually say, and this is what I laugh about. I mean, I honestly laugh about this topic quite a bit. Just imagine a drag queen or someone that has a set.
All right, use RuPaul. Use RuPaul for this.
Yeah. And that's still a man.
Yes. And he doesn't deny that he's a man.
Right.
He says, I'm a drag queen. I like to dress in women's clothes. And he had his own TV show and everything. But he knows he's a man.
Now, where in the hell do these men come off thinking they're women? You're born with a schlong.
Yes. And you know right now the NCAA College Association now has a whole bunch of women striking that are in gymnastics and runners because a guy can say, oh, I'm a girl, and the college has to let him compete in the girl. Well, if you're a guy, you're physically and biologically different than a female. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying we're all equal. But a man can run faster than a female. It's biologically that way. So now they got these guys that are always winning and winning every competition, and none of the girls that play as girls can win, because if a girl goes, well, I'm a guy, and then goes over to run with the guys, well, she's slower, just from biological sense. They let the women tee off at a shorter tee. But if you're a guy and say you're a girl in college in NCAA sports, you can then go, well, what happens if you take someone like Tiger Woods and you let him tee off at the female while every other player has to tee off at the regular tee? Well, he's already a badass golfer, so you give him a 20-yard advantage over every other player in the sport. And could you imagine if Tiger Woods went on the LPGA tour?
No, how about this? Hulk Hogan wants to go for the women's title.
Oh,
so he puts on a fairy outfit and goes in the ring against the women's champion.
Oh, I think he's already wearing that outfit, but he would go and win. It's not a fair competition. It's destroying the whole meaning of college sports. And this reality, I got a question. I'm pro-life. I think all these babies need to be born. We are losing population. If we don't get our population numbers back up, there won't be enough people working to pay into Social Security to cover for the older people that are retired and deserve it. So if you allow all these abortions and family planning or whatever their name is, 300,000 murders a year. It is a fact that 18 days after conception, that baby has a beating heart. And because of all this political bullshit going on, a female can have a baby and abort it. It's messed up. Because what if that's the next president of the United States? What if that's the next scientist that gives the cure for cancer? What if that's the next UN Judge Advocate General that, finds peace on this earth? And you'll never get a chance to find out who these people are and what their personality is. Abortion has its place. And I don't know, it'd be a tough decision if you knew you were going to die having the baby, which back in like the 1800s and 1700s, that was a common thing. The mother died during childbirth. It was a thing that happened all the time. And I'm sure there are some reasons, but I am not going to stand behind it. I am pro-life. I think there are plenty of people around the world that want to adopt babies, and if the government would back the program instead of spending $5 trillion a year on a black military budget that they don't have to explain where 1 penny of that money went, if you just took like $1 billion and made a national adoption program, you would have, I'm not saying force the girl to keep the child, but have the child and give the baby up for adoption. I hate to get serious on you,
yeah.
My buddy says he's 60 years old and he identifies as a turnip.
Hold on. I am a Swedish meatball, but I'm still a male.
I am a shovel. I'm a 75-year-old shovel.
Hold on. I'm a 140,000-year-old dinosaur with Swedish meatballs hanging. And a sausage.
I'm 12,655 years old, and I'm related to the woolly mammoth.
Wow, I see the beard there. It's kind of okay. How about this? I came from the Archons, and I was standing there beside Thanos when I held the Infinity Gauntlet in my hand, and I said, I am Iron Man. I mean, inevitable. And I snapped my finger, and at that moment, I thought, I want a hamburger, but I eat myself.
And here at Blue Collar Politics, we do not back anything our producer says.
I'm an Archon, okay? I could do that.
No, I do like, now I've been following, I don't know if a lot of you, not to change off politics, because that's what this show's about, but if you guys ever get a chance, go on YouTube and listen to a guy by the name of Randall Carlson. He's a geologist that they have been working on proving the Younger Dryas thing. And our human history is, we are a human population that has amnesia. We don't seem to remember our own history.
Huh?
We have amnesia. Exactly.
I don't know what you said. Could you repeat that?
Huh? We have amnesia, and those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. And that's my serious comment for tonight here on Blue Collar Politics.
Oh, you were actually serious?
Yes. For a few minutes there, I got serious.
Oh my God! But I mean, look at what society has created. You know, not being attuned to the children that we have out there in this world today. We got children walking around, 22 years old, and dumb as a bag of rocks.
Yes.
I mean, I hate to just come out and say, she dumb. I mean,
yes.
First of all, honey, you need to change your outlook. Second of all, I mean, what's your last name? Vera? Oh, damn. Did I say that? Oops.
Michelle? Oh, no, that's his wife. Oh.
Then on the other side, I'm thinking to myself, you know, what are you teachers teaching these kids? I thought you taught people back in our day to use logic, to use some research, to investigate information.
Do you know that a child will go all the way through the 12th grade and they don't teach any of our children how to manage money? They don't teach how to operate a cash register. But yet, Muslim religion is being forced on a Christian population. Our country was founded on the premise of Christianity. And they're changing the history books to, I mean, it is so out there. You want to talk, it doesn't matter how crazy we get here at Blue Collar Politics. You can't imagine. Check your kid's history book and look through it and look at the timelines. It's not the history that we had. They are changing, and what they are forcing our kids, they are not teaching them anything on getting them ready to be an adult. And I thought that's what we were supposed to be doing. They need to bring back corporal punishment.
They need to bring back something, because, no, you don't want to bring back corporal punishment right now, because half the adults out there that have a brain who has not been indoctrinated with stupidity or akin to Nancy Pelosi will beat the shit out of these kids. And there won't be no spanking.
Yeah, but if they need it, you know, sometimes you just have to you have to tell somebody the truth. And it may not be what they want to hear, but they will be grateful for you explaining it to them once they get out and realize, oh yeah, he was right. I shouldn't lie, or I shouldn't steal, or I shouldn't, beat on the weaker kids just because I can.
Well, bullying is wrong. And I mean, 90% of what you just said is something that people miss. They miss integrity, respect, courage, honor, compassion. Honesty is out the door.
Yeah.
And loyalty? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Loyalty, man.
Doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't exist. I mean, if you want to find loyalty, look at global enlightenment. Everybody on here is loyal. We're loyal to each other. We're family. That's the difference. And I mean, even Ben Shapiro said, something, I've taken note. I let him hop on my account, and he was running around, looking and talking to people. He was even in a chat room. And he goes, what's really weird? Everybody is loyal to each other. They're friends. They communicate with each other. And you sit back and you think, what the hell are people really made of? I mean, what has changed in society?
The whole political correctness movement is bullshit. We got to get back. If you want to pick an era, we need to get back like when around the 50s. We need to change a few things because we don't want to go back there completely. We don't want to bring back racism. We don't want to bring back anything like that. But we need to bring back honor, respect, like you said, loyalty. And you know what? Sometimes a kid just needs shit beat out of them.
There's a lot of them out there that need that. And I'm sorry, that's something that is missing from home.
Do you know that we jail more people, American citizens per capita, than any other country in the world? We have 3 million Americans in jail. And if you're broke, you ain't getting out till trial, and you may not even win because of money. Because you couldn't afford a good attorney. Our legal system needs a refit.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
These one-sided judges. Oh, okay.
I didn't know she was 17. The way the media portray her, it's like she's 14, but she's actually a 17-year-old. That does not mean she's an adult.
There we go. That's what I wanted people to hear.
Joe Biden.
I got one more thing I want people to see and hear because it bothers me. We were talking about the system, system that has created these children. Yes, I'm an old man. I can say you a child. I can smack the shit out you too. Believe me.
Yeah.
I don't have the thought about knocking somebody's head off. Sorry, that's just me. Especially when you're ignorant. Not ignorant. These children out here today have lost their blidden mind.
Yes.
Let's start with your favorite girl, Greta. You remember I said I wanted her to come on to the network, and the reason why I would just love to see people just drill the shit out of her. Honestly, I'm being honest. I would just love to see people just stand up there and be like, excuse me, do you really buy that shit you selling?
Yeah.
I mean, in our days, the salesman would use the same product that they sold.
Yeah.
And now you're looking at people like Greta, and they give her the Woman of the Year. She's not a woman. Then they try to say She must be the reincarnation from some picture when they were in Germany. No, unless she's a clone. But the idea that I'm still going back to, how in the hell do people allow the Gretas and those people talking about climate change, climate control? Hold on. Let's get it straight, people. The only problem you have
I got the answer for that. Stupid people shouldn't breed. You should have to take a test that you know how to raise children before you can breed.
I'm serious. I agree with you.
You asked. That's the truth. You may not,
man,
you know.
Your poor Facebook's going to go ding all night on that one.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know it. And you know what? Bring it on, because I'm ready for it. Because one thing I will always say is the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts.
But it's going to set you free.
Yes.
It's going to set you free. It better.
Yes.
Because these people today need to be free of all
Yeah.
that stupidity they've been brought up to. I mean, I don't understand.
You know, all right, why is it that, like, in a city where you live, a black child, does not have that great of a chance to become a normal U.S. citizen when he's in a big city versus when he's in a rural environment, where it's, where he's treated fairly. You know, they're in the big city.
Okay, meanwhile, President...
It's culture. It's total culture. It's cultural dynamics. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you exactly where the whole problem comes from. It comes from these adults changing the curriculum and giving new wants and ideas to a system that was working very beautiful. I mean, it was incredible. It was so good back in the day until we had No Child Left Behind, until we had all these other programs that left everyone behind.
That ruined it. You can't give a trophy to everyone.
Hold on. No. I listen, you got the whole Olympic swim team, all the nations of swimming. Everybody gets first place. You got me fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing of what's going to happen next. All right, in NCAA, they're letting men say I'm a woman and compete with the women. So now you're going to have to then allow that into the Olympics. So a man can put on a bra and go, well, I'm going to run with the women. Well, how is that going to work? But that's what's happening. Gotta be.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, I know people are crazy. I know there are issues out there in this world, but y'all got it all a little fucked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Trump is over in Davos. And he is not the celebrated voiceover in Davos. The celebrated voiceover in Davos is 17-year-old Greta Thunberg. I know, she's 17. I didn't know she was 17. I mean, the way the media portray her, it's like she's 14. But she's actually a 17-year-old. That does not mean she's an adult. It means she's a public figure, and she is due for any sort of criticism any other public figure would receive. I know. I was writing a syndicated column when I was 17, 18 years old, wrote a lot of dumb stuff. Being 17 and 18 means that sometimes you say dumb stuff. So that's not on Greta Thunberg. It's on everybody who takes her seriously. And the fact that Greta Thunberg is propped up there as some sort of great intellectual force is truly astonishing because, again, her entire spiel is, I'm a child.
Okay.
Uh-oh. It cut out.
I know, but I had to pause it there for a second because it gets on my nerve. Greta, 17, Woman of the Year.
Yeah.
Did anybody miss that picture? I mean, y'all gave her the title of woman. Think about that. All right. Let's continue. and hopefully I can get through this thing without throwing a hissy fit.
What's her last name?
Thornburg.
Thornburg? Okay. I wanted to look her up because I wanted to see.
All right, man, I'm telling you, this one does not want to start. It's okay. I want this video. This video doesn't want to start, and I'm upset because it doesn't want to start. It's okay. It's okay. We can deal with this. We're going to take a deep breath. Everybody say kumbaya. Kumbaya, mofo. All right. No, I mean, let's get honest. Everybody wants to talk about global warming, climate control. Man, my house, this place is hot. Okay? Ain't no climate control. It's a damn thermostat. Did I call that right, or was I wrong?
No, you can have climate control with the thermostat.
Yeah, I can control it myself. Who
Yeah.
can control our climate?
Well, if you ask Biden, he can.
Biden.
But remember, he said we were all going to be dead by 2020.
Yeah.
We're not dead. 2020. And we got President Trump running for re-election, and Joe Biden is now at 22%. He's catching on old Bernie, and it looks like they may be slugging it out. Bloomfield has dropped back in the race a little. It's almost comical watching these Democrats.
I honestly do not understand politics anymore. It's more about, now we're seeing the evidence of super money.
Yeah.
And it's a shame when money controls your population. If I have $1 trillion I could spend on my campaign, I could swamp the whole entire thing by buying every commercial spot on TV. I'll make it back when I become president.
Hey, you got my vote.
I mean, think about it seriously, people. Why are y'all being bullied? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I use the word bullied? By Bloomberg. Bully, Bloomberg, get it? Well, how can you sit there and want to vote for that former vice president under the Obama administration? How? He took his kid, who was a crackhead. He was arrested. He's got a record, drugs, and paraphernalia. And the same kid can get a position on a board for an oil company?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're back to the younger Biden, huh?
Yeah, I mean, how can a crackhead who's still doing drugs?
Because he's got daddy backing him. But they impeached Trump for that.
Oh,
well, tried to.
Well, it didn't work, did it? That's another one that he lost on.
Yeah.
Only in America.
Didn't work.
Only in America. So, what do you think about your girl Greta?
Okay. I'm checking on some of that, and I was reading a little bit about her, and all it is she has parents in the UN that got her up to the microphone, and they was like, here, you go up here and tell these people this. She doesn't understand what she's talking about. There's no way. She's a mouthpiece for her parents.
And who are the
17
parents?
years old. She doesn't have her own thoughts yet.
My question then becomes, who's controlling the parents?
The UN.
Now, if we got a lot of CO2 in the air, and we have lots of plants, grass, trees, blah, 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 fungus, mold, mushrooms, you know, all that stuff. They live off of that, right?
No.
And then they produce oxygen. They kick it out, oxygen for us.
Well, yeah.
Has
I mean,
the
that's
oxygen
the whole
levels
point.
increased? Has the oxygen levels increased?
No, they've decreased. They're cutting down the Amazon rainforest, so...
So the problem is not the CO2.
Well, the CO2 follows climate. It does not lead climate. The sun is what controls and the position of the Earth as it's rotating around the sun. We have several different orbits that we take. The Earth does not always just spin like a damn top around the sun. Sometimes it's oblong. Sometimes it's round.
I thought it was flat.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's get serious. I mean, how many people can actually sit there and tell me, you, or anybody else in that's human, living, breathing in this society, that the problem is climate change, when the real problem is you are...
Well, you know why they call it climate change now, right? Because when they called it climate warming and then they found out it's actually cooling, it was like, oh shit, we better call it climate change, otherwise we get caught and we, won't be able to collect our money. So now by calling it climate change, they get to collect money either direction it travels. And as it's getting colder, I've been living down here in Florida, and it's getting colder, not warmer.
It is? In
Yeah.
Florida? I didn't think you could get cold in Florida. When I was there, it rained. Thunderclouds about 20 feet over your head. Lightning about 20 feet over your head. I didn't know that it got cold. I had corn growing in the backyard year-round, tomatoes year-round.
Yeah.
Okra year-round. Oh, yeah, it
Well-
did get cold once or twice. It snowed a little bit. Did a little bit. That's climate change, right?
No.
Okay. Maybe what we need to do is go get us somebody, a PhD in climatology or whatever
Well,
it's called.
it depends on who you ask. So let me rephrase that. If you ask Joe Biden, yes, it's climate change. If you ask someone like Randall Carlson who speaks the truth, no. It's all part of a bigger cycle that the Earth goes through, and we'll go through it time and time again.
So
It's called the seasons.
So Greta can't hang out with us anymore?
Oh no, she can hang out. I would.
Would you take her swimming? Would you take her swimming?
No. She's 17.
I would take her swimming.
The Greta in... Oh, her parents are wealthy philanthropists and investors from the United States. Holy crap, they've donated $600,000 to this chick to support the Extinction Rebellion and school strike groups to establish the Climate Energy Fund. Trevor Nielsen, one of the philanthropists, or whatever you say on that word, said that these founders would be contacting friends among the global mega-rich to donate 100 times more in the weeks and months ahead. In December 19, the New Scientist described the impact made by Thunberg and Extinction Rebellion with the headline, "The year the world woke